Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Marilyn Darling Show, and welcome to another episode of A Pen Review. Alexa, stop. Today we are looking at a Sailor 1911 Wicked Witch of the West. So here we have the box. It is a 1911S, which means it's a short version. It's a Wicked Witch of the West fountain pen, 14 karat with a broad nib. And look at the box. Very nice, very shiny. Nothing on this side or this side or this side. And we have the Sailor box. Huge thanks goes out to pen friend Camilla for the loan of this pen. And we open the box and we have this beautiful lining, and we have some Sailor information. This is a little booklet of how to take care of your pen, how to fill the pen, how to use a cartridge, different filling mechanisms in English and Japanese. Okay. Give you a little bookmark. A little bookmark. Hi, Shay Shay girl. How are you doing today? Has a little bit of a. This is their North America limited warranty. One year from date of purchase. When was this purchased? February 20th of 2023. Okay, so. And then here we have the pen. Now, I'm gonna turn the light on so we can see. I'm doing very well, thank you. So then we have the pen. And if we open this undercarriage, we have a Sailor cartridge converter, which is very nice addition. And we have some Sailor cartridges. I think these are just regular Sailor black cartridges, which very nice. And then we have this little piece of paper. The nib in this pen is special ion plated to give a unique color. The Sailor inks should be used with this pen to avoid damage to the nib plating. Any damage to the nib caused by the use of other branded inks will not be covered under the Sailor standard warranty. Note to self. Alright, so that's the box. So today we're going to talk about the Sailor 1911 Wicked Witch of the West. We're going to go over the parts and features. We're going to talk about some measurements, weights, size comparisons. We're going to do a writing sample. And then I'm going to tell you what I like and what I don't like so much about this fountain pen. So, we saw the box. Let's see. Here we have the pen. It is a very dark purple pen. And you guys already know what I'm thinking thoughts about putting in this pen, just by looking at the color. It has a black coated 14 karat 585 nib. Has a little 1911 and their Sailor anchor. A little bit of scroll work. Plastic feed. Lots of tipping material. Cap finial. Rounded cap finial. Clip. Springy, usable. Another tiny band, and then a larger band, and it says Sailor, Japan, founded 1911. Okay, and this is a broad nib. I think it's a broad nib. Let me see. Says something underneath the, might be a date code. Grip section is rather small. Has a tiny flare at the end just so you don't slip off. Little band right there with some threads that are not very sharp. Small step up to the barrel. Has slight taper all the way to about right here. And then there's another band, and then it tapers off to a round. Cone is a cartridge converter. Has a little tiny O-ring right here. Nice metal pieces. Cartridge converter. One really nice feature that I like about this pen is that you can take the cartridge converters apart for easy maintenance cleaning. Well, I won't show you that, but you can take the converters apart to better service them if you need to do that. Okay, so hi John, how are you doing today? Are you having a nice day? This is your first Sailor? Oh boy, that's very exciting. My pen friend Camilla said that she hated this pen, and when I first got it I kind of hated it too, but we will get into reasons of why that was. So, alright, so we talked about the box. Came with warranty. Warranty came with instructions. Came with converter. Came with cartridges. And what else? I feel like I'm forgetting something. Cartridge, converter, and a warning. A warning, yes, warning. This box is very plush, so if you were to gift this to someone, it would be, it's one of those very sturdy boxes. So, sturdy box. Okay, so, let's see. Then we get into the pen. Has finial, round, clip, usable, nice springy clip, the inner bits, let's see, let's take a look at the inside. I do see an inner lining. So it does come with a liner. It's made of plastic or resin, some sort of plastic. It's a black coated. The clip is, I believe they call this ruthenium coated, or I'm just going to call it black coated because I don't know the technical names for every different person's different wording for how they make that process. Okie dokie. Let's try the pocket test. And what GDSOB. It's very slippery, so if you have butterfingers, it's gonna slip out of your hand. So let's try the pocket test. I have my handy dandy pocket here. Oh, that fit perfect. That fit over really nice. Just really nice. Not too shabby. Pocket test was good. Black coated. Let's see. The nib. The nib is a broad nib. It's not a standard. It's not a Yovo. It's an in-house brand, so it is proprietary. Alexa, spell proprietary.
Proprietary is spelled P-R-O-P-R-I-E-T-A-R-Y.
Proprietary. And it has a black plastic feed. The slit is the slit is straight. The tipping is a ball tipping. It's kind of a tipping. It's kind of a ball. And the breather hole is circular. And the reason that I make that distinction is because some pens... Hello, Wumble Bumblebee, how are you doing today? Some breather holes have a little heart shape stamped into them. Or a star. Or they don't have a breather hole at all. So the grip section and the nib housing are fixed in place. So the grip nib housing is fixed. So on certain pens, like the Conklin or some other pens, this is just for demonstration purposes, but some pens come with a removable nib housing unit, so you can unscrew it from the grip section and pop it out and put another Yovo nib in there. You can't do that with this type of pen. And Mommy is busy. Go away. So, yeah, that's something that you're going to have to choose acceptance over. And you want to be very careful when you're washing it, too, because there will get ink right in between the grip section and the nib housing to make sure and splash water inside of that little tiny crevice between there. And I do believe that there is a way to remove this, but I have not figured that out yet, so I can't really speak about that process. And usually you just twist to take it out, but this one does not. So I don't know what the deal is with that. Okay, what else? The materials. The feed. So the nib and the feed can be removed. You just need a little goulet grip. Place it on top. Wrap it around. Pull. And they are friction fit, so you just gotta line them up and stick it in there. And I believe it is a circular grip section, so it doesn't really matter which orientation that you stuff it in there, but if you have a preference and you want to like match it up with your, I don't know, anyway. That's always a thing. Make sure to wash our goulet grip off. Okay, so let's talk about materials. The cap is plastic. The grip section is plastic. Plastic, and by plastic I mean plastic resin. The barrel is plastic. The clip is black coated metal. The grip ring is black coated metal, and the barrel ring is black coated metal. The nib is black coated 14 karat gold. That's 585. And the feed is black plastic. I think I've gone over everything. Okay, so grip section, breather hole, slit, nib. So the nib is a stiff nib. There's no flex. It does have a little bit of line variation because it is kind of shaped like this. So it does have a little bit of a thinner stroke than a horizontal stroke. Got a little bit of an architect going on, but it's definitely a broad nib. Reverse writing. It does make a very extra fine line. Keeps up just nice. Alright, the directions. So down's good, up is good, side 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 is good. So little bit of resistance going this way, but all the other ones are pretty good. So a little bit of resistance going that way. And then I'll ink the pen. Okay, so the ink in here is cross violet. And then the world-famous Pure Gustafson test. The reason for the Pure Gustafson is, one, to see if the feed will keep up with the ink. The second is to see if it will have any skipping. And the third will be to see how smooth the nib is. So as you know, I haven't primed the feed, so what you see is what you get. Alright, looks like it's keeping up just fine. Has a little bit of schmutz. Not too bad. A little bit of fine line, but not too bad at all. So, I do have to say that I've probably already voided my warranty. But I did have to smooth the nib significantly in order to get it to write properly. Now, I first did that by using a very smooth, already ground down, like this wouldn't even do my fingernails. But it's just a flat surface with just like the tiniest bit of micro mesh, I guess you'd call it now. By just doing little circles like this. Up here like this, down here like this. Do not use a brand new file. If you have one of these type of tools, I use the number 6, which is like the right before the smoothing, and I just did little tiny back and forth to get it nice and smooth. And then I did it on the polishing side to get it ultra extra smooth. And then I have a super smooth pen. So sometimes people don't smooth your nibs if you don't want to avoid the warranty. Just saying. I've been doing this for a little while, 5 years now, and I kind of know how I like my nibs to feel, and I know I'm not going to be selling it or sending it back to the people that can fix it. I don't think I'm going to have a problem with this pen, and hopefully everything will be okay. So, let's do some size comparisons. Let's do some weights and measurements. Weights. So, this is your standard average nickel, should weigh 5 grams. 4.7 grams, close enough. So the total is about 20 grams with ink. So total 20 grams, just the pen by itself. The body is 13 grams. And the cap is about 7 grams. And that's with ink. I'm doing good, thanks. Okay. Let's do some measurements. Measurements. Total body, cap, grip. So, total overall length is, oh dear. Total overall length is 135 millimeters, 135.2 millimeters. 135.2. 135.2. The body alone is 117 millimeters. The cap alone is 65 millimeters. And the thickness of the grip section is between 9.3 and 10.3. So 9.3 to 10.3. And the barrel is 12.2. Alright, the grip section length is 16.6. Grip 16.6. Okay, let's do some comparisons. It's probably the most time-consuming bit. So, if you guys have a tea or a coffee, I would have one right about now. So this is the This is the 20 mil mark. Sorry. Yeah, this is the 20 mil mark. 20 centimeter mark. What am I talking about? And, actually, I'm going to move this up here so we can see. This is 30. No, this is, we could just do them over here, huh? Yes. Alright. This is next to Noodler's triple tail. Is that the heavy pin? I don't know what a pin would weigh. Well, if you have a nickel, how much does it weigh? What did I just do with it? Oh, so if you have a nickel and you hold 5 nickels in your hand, 5 times 5 is, no, 5 times 4. If you had 4 nickels in your hand, that's how heavy the pen would be altogether. And if you had 3 nickels in your hand, that's how much the body would weigh. Give or take a couple of grams. So it's not very heavy. It's a very light pen. Super light. Okay. This is a Noodler's triple tail. Noodler's triple tail, super long. Noodler's Ahab, slightly longer. Noodler's Conrad. Jane Davenport Mermaid Pen. Conklin Durgraph. Pilot Petite 1. Pilot 78G Plus. Pilot 912. Pilot Prera. Hongdian Rainbow Forest, Black Forest Fountain Pen. Hongdian N7 Fountain Pen. This is a Jinhao 82 Fountain Pen. This is a Twisby Eco. This is a Pilot Falcon. This is a Twisby 580 Iris. This is a Twisby Go. This is a Twisby Swipe. Yes, very light. This is a Lamy Safari. This is a Mahjong P136. They kind of look like each other. This is like the king of pen size. This is a Hongdian N1S. This is a Lambatao 3059. This is a Moonman T1. This is a Wing Sung 3008. This is on Jinhao 159. This is a Jinhao X450. This is a Canwright Desire. This is a Kaigaloo 356. These are very similar in size. This is a Sailor Pro Gear Slim. This is a Waterman number 12. This is a Jinhao 51A. This is a Pilot Parallel. This is a Literati Desk Pen. Coming down to the wire. Alright, we have a Schneider Ray pen. This is a Jinhao X750. This is a Jinhao 992. Now, in my professional opinion, I think that these are about as close as you can get dimension-wise, and as far apart as you can get financially-wise. This one is almost $348, and this one is $1. And yet they look very similar. Very similar in shape. Oh my, I don't know about you, but I don't think it's worth $300. I mean, the feeds are a little different, but... And the grip section is longer on the 992. But other than... And it's missing a ring down here at the bottom. But... I'm just saying that if you don't have to spend $300. The Jinhao 992s come in a multitude of colors. So maybe don't buy a sailor. Two and a half. Okay, so this is a fountain pen revolution. Himalaya version 1. This is a fountain pen revolution Himalaya version 1.5. This is a fountain pen revolution Himalaya version 2. This is a fountain pen revolution Jaipur. And now I have, okay, so did I go over the Lamy pens? I think I did. Oh, I didn't go over this one though. Alright, this is a Lamy Studio. This is a Noodler's Conrad. The acrylic Conrad, which is just maybe slightly longer than the Vegetal resin Conrad. This is a Leonardo Memento Magico in emerald. This is a Twisby Mini AL in grape. Twisby Go. I think I already said Twisby Go. This is a Wing Sung 3003. Slightly different. This is the cheapest pen I own. This is a Platinum Preppy. This pen is like $3, I think. And this is a Noodler's Nib Creeper. I don't have a Charlie pen anymore because I sent it to Bumblebee. That's okay though. This is a Pilot Kakuno. Slightly different. And then this is a Pensive Pen Serendipity. So, okay, let's do a couple of non-fountain pens. This is a Pilot Friction. This is a Bic Crystal 1.6. This is a Muji pen. Ow, I stabbed myself. This is a Uniball Signo. And this is a Sharpie S Gel. I am really glad that you like it. Alright, and then this is another Pilot. This is a Pilot Sharpie. A Pilot highlighter. Pilot Friction highlighter. What else? What else? What else? Oh. Start with what I have on my desk. This is a Pentel Clearpoint. This is a Tombow Fudenosuke brush pen. This is a Pentel Touch Sign brush pen. This is a Uniball Vision. And that's really all I got. Let's see. Maybe, do I have that? I do have gel pens. Okay, this is Pentel Sparkle Pop and a jelly roll. Let's do the jelly roll. Let's do the jelly roll. No? Alright then. Well, that is all of the comparisons that I think that I have at this moment. So, what do I like and what do I not like so much about this fountain pen? Let's talk about my likes. And dislikes. So I like the color. It's dark purple. I like that it's small because I have itty bitty hands. You guys know I have itty bitty hands. I like that it's light. I like that it has a gold nib, even though I can't see the color of the nib. Has a nice clip. Okay, now let's talk about the dislikes. Now here's where it gets real sketchy really fast. It did not write smooth out of the box. I had to do significant tuning to it. So that is number one. Like, if you can't use a pen directly from the box, then, and if you're paying more than $100 for it, it needs to be serviced before you can even use the thing. It just was really a blow when I thought, why wouldn't anybody want a $400, $300 pen? $200 pen even. But then I wrote with it and I was like, oh my God, Jesus Lord. It was so scratchy, I thought it was never going to be able to be used. But I took a look at it under my loupe, and I was like, well, it looks smooth. And then I tried to bend one of the tines up just a little bit, and then I wrote with it, and it was still scratchy. And then I looked at it with the 60X loupe, and I saw that it had a little tiny burr. A little tiny burr right on where it was writing, and I was like, what? Like, what are you doing there, burr? So I did a little micro mesh on my basic flat stone. And I got that burr to go away. And then I took it to my polishing. A couple little swipes back and forth, and then I polished it real good with this little bit here, and now it writes nice. It's still not perfect, but it writes better than it did. Imagine they didn't check the product properly when it costs that much. Yeah. I mean, the pen is, let's see, how much is the S? The Sailor Wicked Witch of the West goes for $220. Oh my God, Becky. $220, and they didn't check the nib? That's just insane. Like, I cannot believe that they would leave it like that out the door. And, like, it had either that or it was, like, dropped nib down on some concrete and, like, finagled back into shape. I don't know. It doesn't look damaged other than the... I can't imagine that it would have had much damage done to it. I do notice that when I'm writing, I get a little bit of gunk right above where the ball tipping is, which is annoying. Makes my lines thicker and doesn't look as good. Does get some good crustaceans gunk buildup. The cost is $220 for a gold nib pen that doesn't write good out of the box. That's not a good price. Maybe for $140, I would consider it. Maybe even for like $100, maybe. But you're looking at the same quality as the Jinhao 992 with the gold nib. That's $1 and $140, maybe $150 for the nib. We'll just call it $160. So I have no idea where they're getting this $220 bullshit. Oh, but you're paying for the name and the blah blah blah. No. If you're gonna put out products like this and that don't write good out of the box for $220, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. I'm not afraid to say so. Shame. After smoothing, it's nice. It writes nice. It's got a nice smooth nib because I smoothed it. And it writes super nice now. It doesn't have any line variation. Minus the little bit of architect grind. Even though it's a gold nib, it doesn't flex. So there's no flex. No flex. That's a down. That's a dislike for me. I love my flexible pens, especially if it's going to be a gold nib. The only one that I wouldn't consider flexing that's a gold nib that I enjoy is my Pilot Vanishing Point. That's 18 karat gold nib. But that's not meant to flex, because... shit. The nib is only that big. Too tiny. Can't flex that little nib. Too small. Other than that, this is a really nice pen. I like that it has an O-ring here, except for the fact that you can't eyedropper this. So no eyedroppering. Womble Bumblebee has an eyedropper. So no. But why can't you eyedropper? Because it has metal on the inside. It's a clicky. This is Pilot Vanishing Point is a knock pen. Yes, it's a clicky fountain pen. I know, right? So you can't put ink in the barrel and silica because it's got metal here, and it will corrode and not be a good time. Cool, huh? I have a review on that pen too, if you want to check it out. Any other dislikes? I don't know how this pen will hold up over time, but I've had my Jinhao 992s for 5 years, and they've held up just fine. I mean, with the exception of the nib housing, but I probably mucked those up myself. So, anyway, this is a nice pen. It's nice, but not right out of the box. You gotta be a little advanced, or you need to have a friend, or you need to be willing to pay to send it off to have somebody fix it proper. Because I was so sad when I got this pen at first, because it was scratchy in this direction and this direction, and now it's just buttery smooth. But after I did like a bucket of work on it, so anyway. Is it worth the money? Probably not. Get yourself a Jinhao 992 with a broad nib and you'll be doing well. Alright, well, that is all I've got for today. I want to tell you that I am going to be doing a review of the Sailor Sailor Pro Gear Slim tomorrow at 1 p.m. So come back for that review. That's all I've got for today. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. I hope that you learned something. I want to thank all of my subscribers, so thank you for subscribing. You guys are the reason that I do this. So, have a great day. Oka love you, bye. Like, share, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, make sure it's set to all, so when I upload new content, YouTube notifies you. And I will be back very soon with another video. So take care until then. Okay, love you, bye.